Alright everyone, buckle up. We're about to dive headfirst into a place that feels less like a country and more like another planet. Welcome to Iceland, the land of fire and ice. This isn't just a catchy nickname, it's a literal description of a place where glaciers meet volcanoes and geothermal pools bubble next to icy rivers. It's a place of dramatic, breathtaking landscapes that will absolutely blow your mind. But Iceland is more than just stunning scenery. It's a nation with a culture and way of life as unique and fascinating as its geology. Get ready to discover some truly incredible things about this island gem. First up, let's talk about something seriously impressive: Iceland's energy game. These folks are basically living in the future when it comes to power. They get a whopping 100% of their electricity and heat from renewable sources. That's right, 100%. No fossil fuels needed for their homes and lights. They tap into the incredible power of their landscape, utilizing geothermal energy from the Earth's heat and hydropower from their abundant rivers and waterfalls. It's clean, green, and totally revolutionary on a national scale. Now, imagine a country so peaceful, it doesn't even have a standing army. That's Iceland for you. Their defense is handled by NATO, but domestically, things are incredibly calm. This contributes to one of the most remarkable facts: Iceland has astonishingly low crime rates. Seriously, it's one of the safest places you could ever visit or live. Year after year, global reports consistently rank Iceland as one of the safest countries on Earth. You can feel that sense of security the moment you arrive. It's truly unique. Okay, this one is pure magic. A significant portion of the Icelandic population genuinely believes in elves, or huldufólk, the hidden people. It's not just folklore, it's a part of the cultural fabric. This belief is so ingrained that it can actually impact real-world decisions. There are documented cases where road construction projects have been altered or rerouted specifically to avoid disturbing rocks or areas believed to be elf habitats. It shows a deep connection to the land and a respect for the unseen world. It might sound whimsical, but it's a fascinating aspect of Icelandic identity that many people take quite seriously. Thinking of moving to Iceland and naming your baby something totally wild? Well, hold your horses. Iceland has an official committee that regulates baby names. This isn't about being difficult, it's about preserving their linguistic heritage. Names must be easily adaptable to Icelandic grammar and spelling, and generally, they should have a history of being used in the country. It ensures that the language remains strong and consistent across generations. So, while you might love the name Sparkle Rainbow, the naming committee might have a different opinion. Speaking of language, prepare to be amazed. The Icelandic language has remained remarkably unchanged for over 1,000 years. Think about that, 1,000 years. This incredible linguistic preservation means that modern Icelanders can actually read the ancient Viking sagas in their original form without needing translation. It's like having a direct line to their ancestors. It's a testament to their isolation and their strong cultural identity. While other languages have evolved dramatically, Icelandic stands as a living link to the Viking Age. Remember that land of fire and ice thing? Iceland sits right on the mid-Atlantic ridge, where the North American and Eurasian tectonic plates are pulling apart. This makes it a geological hotspot. The result? Iceland has more volcanoes than towns. Yes, you heard that right. With around 130 volcanic mountains compared to about 72 towns, fire mountains outnumber human settlements. This constant geological activity shapes the landscape, creating everything from dramatic lava fields to bubbling hot springs and, of course, those numerous volcanoes, some of which are still very active. Because Iceland sits on the tectonic boundary, it offers a truly unique adventure, diving or snorkeling between continents. The Silfra Fissure in Ingvala National Park is a crack between the North American and Eurasian plates. You can literally swim or float in the gap where the continents meet. The water here is meltwater from a glacier, filtered through porous lava rock for decades. The result is some of the clearest water on Earth, offering visibility of over 100 meters. It's an absolutely surreal experience. Here's a fun, quirky fact: you won't find a McDonald's in Iceland. The global fast food giant actually pulled out of the country back in 2009 during the financial crisis. And get this, the very last McDonald's burger and fries sold in Iceland are now on display. Yes, a preserved burger. You can see it in a museum, or sometimes it's live streamed online. It's become a strange little piece of modern Icelandic history and a symbol of the country's resilience and unique path. Living in Iceland means experiencing some truly dramatic shifts in daylight throughout the year. It's not just a little difference, it's extreme. In the summer months, particularly around the solstice, they experience the midnight sun. The sun barely dips below the horizon, giving them nearly 24 hours of daylight. Imagine hiking or golfing at midnight in broad daylight. Conversely, winter brings the polar night. While not total darkness 24/7 in Reykjavik, the days are incredibly short, with only a few hours of twilight around noon. It's a unique rhythm of life dictated by the sun's extreme behavior. Icelanders are serious bookworms. The country boasts one of the highest literacy rates in the world, and their love for reading and writing is deeply ingrained. They publish more books per capita than virtually any other nation. It seems like everyone either is an author or knows one. This passion culminates in a unique Christmas tradition called Jólabókaflóð, or the Christmas book flood. Every year, new books are released just before the holidays, and the tradition is to give books as Christmas presents, often spent reading them on Christmas Eve. Forget traditional family surnames passed down through generations. Iceland uses a fascinating naming system primarily based on patronymics or matronymics. Most Icelanders' surnames are created by taking their parents' first name and adding son for son or dóttir for daughter. So, if your father's name is John, his son would be Johnson and his daughter would be Jónsdóttir. This means siblings can have different surnames if they have different parents, and families don't share a single surname in the way most of the world does. It's a direct link to your immediate parentage. Believe it or not, beer was actually illegal in Iceland for a long time. A prohibition era, similar to the US, banned alcoholic beverages in 1915. While other alcohols were later legalized, beer remained prohibited. Why beer specifically? There were various reasons, including historical ties to Denmark, which was seen as an oppressor, and concerns about its perceived social impact. The ban on beer finally ended on March 1, 1989. And now, every year on March 1, Icelanders celebrate Bjórdagurinn, or Beer Day, to commemorate the end of this unusual prohibition. Cheers to that. Okay, this one might sound a little awkward, but with a small population of around 370,000 people, the chances of accidentally dating a relative are higher than in larger countries. To help navigate this, Icelanders developed a rather ingenious solution, an app. There's an app that allows people to check their family connections before they start dating someone new. You simply bump phones, and the app tells you if you're closely related. It even has a feature that warns you with a little jingle if you're too closely related to, well, bump in a romantic way. It's a modern solution to a unique small country problem. Finally, let's talk history. Iceland is home to the Althing, which is recognized as the oldest parliament in the world. It was founded way back in 930 AD at Ingvala, the same place where you can dive between continents. Imagine people gathering in that dramatic landscape over 1,000 years ago to make laws and discuss the issues of the day. While it moved locations later, its origins mark a remarkable early example of democratic governance. It's a powerful reminder of Iceland's deep historical roots and its pioneering spirit. So there you have it, 15 incredible, unique, and sometimes downright bizarre facts about Iceland. It truly is a nation like no other on Earth. Iceland is more than a destination, it's a different planet. Which fact blew your mind the most? Drop it in the comments. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and ring the bell so you won't miss more mind-expanding travel stories. Watch next, Why Greenland is full of ice but Iceland isn't, on the Turkish Odyssey.